This has got to be one of the biggest balance changes Overwatch has done in a while. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So a new experimental card has just been added to Overwatch today with some major nerfs to a lot of the DPS characters and support characters. So major balance changes going through here. Let's take a look at these. Alright, so first of all, a huge buff to armor here. So I'll just say it out here and I can simplify it after. So beam type damage reduction against armor health pools increased from 20% to 30%. So that means armor now reduces 10% more from beam type weapons, I believe is what that means. So basically, characters like Zarya and Symmetra, any characters with armor will receive 10% less damage now with this new change, which is big. A big change, big nerf to Zarya, especially she's being very prevalent now. If you look at HUGE Zarya and some of the double bubble compositions have been wiped out, but were very good. So, especially with the nerfs to Sigma, Zarya is very powerful now. So we'll see if there's any changes to her. I think there is down here. We'll go over those later in the video though. Alright, let's get started with Ana. So actually, first, let me explain what they're trying to do here. So they're trying to reduce some heroes damage and healing outputs. Yeah, so this is pretty much just reduce damage and healing in the game. Because that's a big problem we've been seeing with a lot of power creep, is the level of healing and the level of damage has kept going up. So it's harder for tanks to tank. Oh, that's kind of funny, I guess. Alright, so Ana, so her ammo has been reduced from 14 to 12. So, not a healing change, but less ammo. So, she's going to have to reload more often. You can't use as many animation cancels, I think, with this change. So, you have to be better with target focus. So, really, this is just about trying to get down the healing and make characters more vulnerable and make it more kind of FPS-like, I think, is what they're trying to do. This could be involved after with some Roadhog changes. I don't know what they're going to do with him, if they're going to keep those changes in the game that they made a couple weeks ago. But we'll see. Alright, Ashe. Huge changes here. So, her ammo has been reduced to from 15 to 12. Huge nerf. And that's going to make it, especially if you know, she doesn't have a magazine or like, she actually has to reload every single bullet. So, that's going to increase your reload time. You're going to have to reload a lot more, which makes her a lot worse. Plus, her secondary fire is getting nerfed. So, her ADS damage has gone down by 5. So, it's now 80. It was 85. So, you're going to have to hit the enemies more times to kill them. So, that's a higher time to kill for Ashe now. Well, against her enemies. Alright, so we got Baptiste here. Biotic Launcher, which is a secondary fire. The gray ammo has been reduced from 12 to 10. So, again, less healing coming through here. So, they're really just trying to tone down the healing and the damage, so you can really allow tanks to operate better. Because I'm like, with all the shield nerfs now, it's really hard to play main tank, especially against Hog now being so powerful. It was pretty hard at the start. So we'll kind of see how this goes. I'm looking forward to the next updates to see what they got. But this is to help out, I think, mainly tank players. But I don't know. This is kind of just some quality of life things. People have been asking for DPS nerfs for a while. So we'll see. Alright. Then his regenerative burst has gone down. So the healing has been reduced from 150 to 75. So that's a huge nerf. Going down 75 healing. So half the healing now. But Baptiste receives twice as much healing from regenerative burst. So I think they're just trying to make it a self-heal ability. I would do that with a reduced cooldown personally, but I can see that could be abused. So I think it's fine. Good quality of life changes. We'll see though. This is just a toned down healing. This isn't really to go after Baptiste. So, all right, Junkrat doesn't. A lot of these now don't really need nerfs. These are just to really increase the time to kill, which has gotten pretty low now. So let's see. So Junkrat's frag launcher, the impact damage has been reduced from 50 to 40. So it now does 4/5 of the damage. So a fifth has been removed. So he does 80% of the damage that he used to do. So that's a pretty big nerf there too. All right. So McCree, his recovery has been increased. It's not really about McCree. Like, he can hit the headshots. He has high damage. But the recovery, I think I remember that they did that before, or they did something with recovery. I don't remember. Don't quote me on that, okay? So, increasing the recovery, so it'll take longer to shoot. So enemies can get away easier. Stuff like that. All right, Moira changes. So these are the new ones. This isn't the live patch or what they're bringing through. So, Buyout Grasp, the healing. So the lingering heal has been reduced from 4 to 2 seconds. So with this change, you'll have to keep pumping out consistent healing to be able to keep a target alive. Because with the less lingering healing, you have to be healing more often. All right. So then the healing per second increase from 65 to 70. This is to compensate for the lingering heals. But her healing resource consumption rate has increased from 11 to 14. So it will take up more of your resource, so you will have to do more damage. So now Moira gains 50% more resource when she does damage to compensate for the healing resource consumption rate going up. Alright, so they're bringing back Halt a little bit too, because they kind of nerfed it in the ground and nobody's playing Orisa now. So the radius went up from 4 to 5, so it'll be not as easy as before, but more usable, and the projectile speed has gone down a little bit, so you can catch more people and it's slower, so it's easier to use, because they don't want to make it super hard to use to be effective. So I think the radius is a good change. I don't know about the projectile speed, but we'll see though. Alright, so far as recovery for a rocket launcher increased, that's to go along with everybody else. So you're not pumping out so much damage. There's a little bit of time in between for your supports to heal, especially with lower healing. Alright, so for Symmetra, her photon projector secondary fire, the max damage has gone down from 140 to 120. So it'll be harder to build ult with that since it's very powerful, had a lot of damage, was able to crack barriers very easily. So that's going down. Now we get on to Widowmaker. Huge changes. First of all, her max ammo has gone up from 30 to 35, but the scoped ammo cost has increased from 3 to 5. So it now costs 5 shots when you switch to your secondary fire, your sniper. But scope shots now have a 50% damage fall off from 60 to 85 meters. So it's going to be very hard to hit your criticals at very long ranges. Alright, so here's the last change here. Zarya, her particle cannon secondary fire, the ammo cost has increased from 20 to 25. That's again, same thing with Symmetra here, trying to just lower the damage without actually affecting the characters. Alright, so really, what does this tell us about what they're trying to do here? So I think the one thing is you're going to want to be playing around cover, especially with the lower healing and stuff. So you have to play safe. You have to play behind your tanks. I'm kidding. It's a Roadhog and Zarya. That's not going to help you. So this isn't going to really help main tank out a ton. It will a little bit. Less damage, easier use shields. But remember, shields aren't great. Hog is super OP. We'll see. I think we're just waiting for the Overwatch League to see what they run. And I think that's what the devs are waiting for. Because they balance the game around Overwatch League. So we got to see what happens at the pro level. See if they're actually running this Hog Zarya or if this is just something in comp. Alright guys, that's all I have to say for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe. I'm going to try and do more of these if you guys like it. So leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And I think I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.